Test questions. This tutorial will show you how to create questions for a test or pool, manage point values and extra credit for questions, explore different question types. Let's start by going into a pool to manage point value and extra credit. Here's a list of questions already created for a test. For each question, I can change the point value by clicking on it. If I had allowed extra credit in the test settings, then I will see the checkbox for extra credit. If you check extra credit, points will be awarded if correct, but the total possible points will not be changed for the test. You can also check several questions at once and change the point values all at once. To create a question, hover over the Create Question button and click the multiple choice. You don't have to type in a question title, but the question text is required. You can type in the field, or you can copy and paste text from a document. If you copy and paste from Microsoft Word, you may bring in some unintended formatting. If you copy and paste and want to remove the formatting, select the text and click the eraser button. This will remove the formatting. You can then use the buttons on the toolbar to add any formatting that you wish. Note that you can add images, video, hyperlinks, and text to your question by using the toolbars as well. In Options, you can choose a style for numbering answers as well as choose to display them vertically or horizontally. You can also choose to give partial credit. In this case, the right answer would get full points and an almost right answer would get fewer points. Click the option to show answers in random order is useful, except for when one of your answers is all the above. The Answers section will let you set the correct answer for the questions and add the list of possible answers. 4 answers is the default number. If you want fewer, click the Remove button next to any of the answers. To add more, choose a large number from the number of answer fields. Type in your answers, add images, video, text, and links as needed. If you do need to add files to your answers, you can do that by making the options available in the question settings area first. Select one of the answers to be correct by clicking on the radial button. Depending on your question setting, you may see fields that let you provide feedback to students based on their answers. For questions level feedback, put your feedback for correct and incorrect answers in both of these fields. For students to see this, you will need to turn on the feedback display when you set the test options during the test deployment. If you want to give feedback for each possible answer, you must turn that option on in the question settings area. Then you have a field below each answer to show feedback to students if they select that answer. Next is what we call metadata. If you enable this in the question settings, you will see 2 sections on each question. You can add categories, topics, levels of difficulty, and keywords to each question. Then when you are creating a new test or pool, you can easily collect questions according to their metadata. For example, you could collect questions that were in the topic Southwest insects if you had tagged every question with metadata. Then only those questions would display, making it easy for you to select them. Many instructors don't have enough questions to make meta tagging useful, but this feature can be worthwhile for those who do. Finally, at the bottom of the screen, click Submit to create the question. And your question will be displayed in the list. Clicking the Detail button will show you the question and any instructor notes. 3 question types in the test: essay, file, response, and short answers are manually graded. If you include any of these on your test, you will need to review the submitted answers and assign a grade before the student sees the final grade. Other question types are auto-graded, meaning that you define the correct answer when you created the question. The software then compares the student's response to the correct answer and assigns a point value automatically. You can have both types of questions in your test and pools.